So, good evening, everyone. The very objective of this interactive session is to take you through the relevance and significance of Six Sigma methodology, Six Sigma philosophy for any organization, and for that matter, how important Six Sigma methodology is for our organization. So, before I take you through the basics of Six Sigma and the journey of various organizations and benefits of Six Sigma. Let's start with a very important point for any of the organization. The very key indicator for any of the organization is profit and loss statement or the cash flow, based on which any organization achieves key stakeholder value. Now, can we drive profit and loss? No. Profit and loss cannot be driven. It can be driven by two parameters: cost and revenue. And cost and revenue are, of course, outputs of various other parameters. So what does happen typically in any of the organization where we do not have Six Sigma methodology? So we drive our cost and revenue through three major pillars of organization. One is operational excellence, second is quality improvement, and third is people development. So let's take operational excellence for that matter. So how do we drive operational excellence? So we have internal or external benchmark. We strive to achieve that, and wherever we don't have Six Sigma methodology or Lean Six Sigma concept in place, the subject matter experts get together, they brainstorm, come out with some ideas and directly implement in order to achieve benchmark. Now the result may be sustainable, may not be sustainable. We may miss out on certain solutions when it comes to solution design. Now why does it happen? It happens because when we start this journey, we sometimes miss out on the clear-cut problem statement. We sometimes miss out on the clear-cut business case for which we need to drive these improvements. And that's where the define phase of Six Sigma comes into the picture. What else happens? Ideally, what should happen after that? We should have a baseline level. Where are we? Where do we stand vis-a-vis benchmark? That's where the measure phase of Six Sigma comes into the picture. We jumped into solution and we get certain sustainable and certain not sustainable solutions. We never know whether we have hit the bullseye or not. Why does it happen? Because we don't get into the root cause analysis. And that's where the A part of Six Sigma comes into the picture, that is analyze phase. And then we generate solutions, and the most important flavor of Six Sigma is control. So we check that our solutions are sustainable. We carry out mistake proofing for that. So when we drive operational excellence, if we don't have Lean Six Sigma or Six Sigma methodology in place, we end up generating solution or making solution design without getting into data or carrying out root cause analysis. And that's where Six Sigma helps us to arrive at sustainable validated solutions and to achieve them faster and move one step ahead. Now look at the other pillar, and the other pillar is quality. So what happens when the focus is not on Six Sigma or Lean Six Sigma? Quality, the major aspect of quality is cost of poor quality, or cost of quality, whatever you call. So cost of poor quality is divided into four major factors: external cost, internal cost, appraiser cost, and then prevention cost. When we don't have a philosophy or strategy like Six Sigma, we focus more and more on appraiser cost. We end up in recurring internal and external failure cost, and we don't save on cost of poor quality. So we don't get into the mode of mistake proofing and root cause analysis, and that's where Six Sigma comes into the picture, wherein you improve your accuracy, you improve your quality through defining, measuring, analyzing improvement, and controlling it. And then there is a prevention. So it adds prevention cost, and at the same time it brings down overall cost exponentially. So that's where you save on overall cost. And that's why Six Sigma is so important when it comes to quality, because quality is directly related to customer. The third and very important angle which most of us miss out is people. People in any of the organization, they move up in designation level through their experience. But do they move up in the value chain? Answer probably is no. A person who is carrying out transaction, he becomes a manager and he is asked to solve problems. He is not able to do it. Reason being that he is not trained in that problem solving methodology. And at the end of the day, it becomes a management problem, which is actually a capability development problem. And that's where Six Sigma comes into the picture. It trains people on define, measure, analyze, improve, control phase. And that's where people grow in value chain, not only designation wise. So that's how Six Sigma as a strategy, as a package, is very important for any of the organization. By this time, and we are on the same page that it's so important for our organization too. Is another point which I want to. So let me explain you about where specifically finance sector has gained when it comes to implementation of Lean Six Sigma. So if you look at some of the statistics, 48% of the companies which have implemented Lean Six Sigma have improved in productivity by 40% compared to 22% which have not improved. When it comes to cost, the similar ratio goes to 41 to 22%, 25%. When it comes to quality, it is 31 to 22. Delta here is slightly lower, reason being that there are other methodologies like TQM and other methodologies are available, but still there is a delta of 9 which is very high. And at the same time, and the most startling and revealing fact is that when it comes to HR services, this delta is as high as 58 to 10%. I'm talking about finance sector, wherein the impact on P&L or cash flow is the highest. So now that becomes even more important for us to drive Six Sigma as a strategy, as a methodology, and grow in value chain, achieve benchmark. And the competition is fierce, so set benchmark one step ahead and go ahead. GE's success story is well known to all of us. Savings of around $2.5 billion in a span of 5 to 7 years. It's not a small achievement for any of the organization. So it becomes even more important for all of us to drive this methodology, this strategy, this philosophy in our organization. These are some of the key statistics. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I wish that all of us together will have a nice journey in the field of Six Sigma, and will achieve benchmark and will set benchmark for our competitors. Thank you.